And what's hilarious is this is confirmation from the people that want to pay the money. Sponsors. Oh man, Angel Reese fans are going to be pissed.
Following the loss of a significant sponsorship agreement, Angel recently blasted Caitlin Clark. Yes, it is as disorganized as it seems.
So, Ice Cube, you see the headline from TMZ. Sorry, Angel Reese, the $5 million offer was only for Caitlin Clark. Oh, fuck. It's about to get ugly.
But wait, this is not merely a sporadic outburst. Tension, failed transactions, and a rapidly changing spotlight are all present behind the scenes. I have all the juicy details, so stay tuned. And it only gets wilder, I assure you.
TMZ Sports caught up with Ice Cube himself at LAX this week. And the Big Three honcho said that there will be no deal put in front of Angel Reese anytime soon.
It all began with a shocking revelation. Caitlin Clark was publicly promised a stunning $5 million by Ice Cube to join his Big Three league. Social media exploded. Headlines exploded, and fans went crazy. This is when things get really messy, though. Nowhere is the name of Angel Reese. Not even murmured, not alluded to, not mentioned, just plain omitted. The TMZ ambush followed. When Cube was stopped at LAX, they asked him the crucial question. Would Angel receive the same treatment? His response was a resounding nay. No spin, no hesitation, just no. Angel Reese went from being a rising star to a spectator in an instant. It had changed from being shade to more of a tactic. Cube also made no effort to sugarcoat it. He spoke aloud. Our goal is to turn a profit. Clark provides the numbers, in other words. Angel doesn't. For a period, that was loud and clear to the sponsors. Overnight, the atmosphere around changed. That girl's vitality abruptly began to wane. Fans took note. Brands withdrew, and it appeared that Angel's publicity was no longer sufficient to keep up with the headlines. Supporters of Reese weren't having it. Cube was chastised for ignoring a black woman who had been working very hard. He was doing the math, though. Cube, the NBA is not the Big Three. There is no room for danger, no backup plan, and no large budget. Caitlin Clark is a certain way to get money. Arenas are completely sold out, record ratings are being set, and jersey sales are skyrocketing. Clark has the algorithm, but Angel may have the attitude. And that is crucial in this industry.
Explain that the snub wasn't personal, but it was business. That's all it is, business. Y'all gonna make it personal, though. Just like y'all making it personal with Candace Parker. Y'all make it personal with anybody who does not lie and pretend like they are on the same level. That's all y'all gonna do. That's all y'all gonna do.
Let's not act like vibes are the issue here. It has to do with worth. It is being printed by Caitlin Clark as well. She is more than simply a publicity stunt. The numbers are difficult. When she plays, the attendance rate increases by 105%. Sales of her jersey increased by 1,093%. 15,591 is the typical WNBA crowd when she's on the court. It's not media nonsense. That's money. Because of this, sponsors don't require a sales pitch. When Caitlin enters, she sells out. Angel Reese, it's true that she attracts attention, but creating headlines and earning money are two different things. Despite Reese's drama, flair, and fire, businesses don't spend money on Twitter trends. They make investments in stability, safety, and profitability. Caitlin has a glossy, PRP-proof appearance. She avoids controversy, acknowledges her teammates, and dresses like a CEO in sneakers. She leaned heavily into the drama. Angel. Social media beef, post-game shade, and on-court taunting. She transformed rivalry into marketing, but not in the way that companies would like to do. The $1,000 shoe rumor followed. It was reported that Angel was laughed out of the room when she offered Reebok her new kicks at luxury prices. Whether denied or not, the impression persisted. Additionally, perception is currency in branding. Angel aspires to be a household name. Caitlin is already. She appears in national advertisements. She is increasing social media fever by 266%. She is more than just a member of the WNBA surge. The surge is her. Reese may be active on Instagram for a full day. A Tuesday night game is transformed into a televised treasure trove by Caitlin Clark. Please share your thoughts in the comment section if you still ride with Angel or if you believe Ice Cube made the correct decision. Furthermore, only genuine people press the like button before the drama intensifies.
I don't really get to stand up for myself. I mean, I have great teammates. I have a great support system. I got my hometown. I got my family that stands up for me. I don't really get to speak out on things just because I just try to ignore, and I just try to stand strong. Like, I've been through so much. I've seen so much. I've been attacked so many times. Death threats. I've been sexualized. I've been threatened. I've been so many things, and I've stood strong every single time.
The marketing golden girl was meant to be Angel Reese. The attitude, the nails, and the lashes. She possessed everything. Bayou Barbie was more than simply a moniker. There was an entire brand. It was her turn. That "you can't see me" taunt went viral. Everyone wanted a piece of her all of a sudden. However, it was back then. Ree hasn't exactly lived up to the harsh WNBA spotlight. Her game is uneven, her stats are erratic, and she receives more attention for her posts than for her gameplay. Brands are taking notice of her being sidelined as a TikTok all-star instead of winning Rookie of the Year. It was business, not skill, that Ice Cube rejected her for the Big Three. The sponsorship began to wane after he bluntly stated that she couldn't contribute the value that Caitlin Clark could. Just ghosted, not cancelled. PR agreements disappeared. No more extravagant drink collaborations or skincare promotions. Even that cryptocurrency thing has vanished as if it never happened. It's worse behind the scenes. Angel is aware of her team's haste. She talks about feeling insulted and silenced. However, brand silence speaks louder than any tweet. Caitlin Clark continues to break records in the meanwhile. Angel is merely attempting to maintain her reputation in the news. And let's face it, in our field, it takes a while to recover after the excitement wanes.
Get her a Harold's Chicken membership. Mild sauce. Give Caitlin Clark all the mild sauce she want. She running Chicago, the queen of the rack. The biggest Barbie.
Let's be honest. It's more than just hype. This is the past. Caitlin Clark did not enter the WNBA by accident. She set it off. 6 months ago, no one cared about the Indiana Fever. Today, they sell out every arena they enter. Home or away is irrelevant. She is a walking economic boom, not a player. Sales of Indiana Fever jerseys have increased by 1,093%.
Take a moment to process that.
The revenue model of the entire league was turned upside down by one player. A third of WNBA attendance is at her games. Because of one rookie, that amounts to 33.5% of seats and bums. The building is crowded when she is on the floor. It's a cemetery when she's not around. Subscriptions to League Pass tripled. Social media. In 90 days, she has 800 million views. That surpasses both the NBA and the NFL. She is not a rival to Ree. Franchises are falling behind her. Then contrast that with Angel Ree. Chicago, even though Sky has the third highest attendance, Caitlin draws 5,000 more people to each game. Brands take note of that. For this reason, Caitlin appears in national ads while Ree drops Reebok sneakers and fights suspicions of exorbitant prices. One is league expansion. Expanding a persona is the other. Ice Cub's proposal demonstrated this. For Caitlin, there are $15 million ownership shares and a documentary series. Additionally, they didn't turn to Ree after she went away. Since money doesn't care about vibes, they simply moved on. It is concerned with outcomes. And the outcome is Caitlin. She doesn't want to make headlines. She is the main focus. She isn't creating a reputation. Her legacy is growing. The other teams in the league are merely attempting to stay competitive. This is becoming more messy than a handshake after a game. The next phase of this rivalry could completely change women's basketball, so subscribe now.
What about Angel Reese? Would you You think she could ball out? You know, she's pretty solid, you know?
Yeah, she's a great player. The thing with Caitlin Clark, it was just to unlock millions of dollars for the league because of her stardom, what our sponsors was telling us.
Right.
They didn't tell us the same thing about Angel Reese, so I don't know if we can make that. Same offer.
I see. So, maybe an adjusted amount.
I think we can make that same offer because it won't have the same impact to the league.
Let the terror begin. The endorsements stopped coming in. The headlines changed. Additionally, Angel Reese, who had previously been the face of a viral campaign, began to fade into the background. There was no transition guide to college glory. She is now seeing that strategies that were successful in the NCAA don't always translate to the professional ranks. Her entire brand was based on noise, swagger, and attitude. However, she is currently losing out on opportunities because of that volume. When you're called too risky by Ice Cube, a man who has earned his wealth on controversy, it's not a warning sign. It is a complete evacuation order. Angel's stream abruptly changed. Less heat, more heart, growth-related subtitles, community-focused thoughts, and modest feelings. Rebrands, however, do not destroy receipts. For brands that prefer stability over upheaval, the clapbacks, smug smiles, and public rivalries all serve as a highlight reel of reasons to avoid them. Because this is the reality. Valuable does not always equate to viral. Unpredictability is also a deal-breaker in the business world. Angel may claim that she is being misjudged, but the brutal truth is that the market quickly corrected itself when she was overvalued. Her supporters are now defending her, accusing her of unfair treatment, yelling double standards, and labeling Ice Cube everything but truthful. However, the bottom line cannot be altered by a hashtag. The Cube is not pushed. He hasn't been canceled. He is calculating. Additionally, he is unwilling to risk millions of dollars on a player whose reputation is more erratic than stable. Reese missed more than one bag. Her power was taken away from her. Additionally, Caitlin Clark continues to rack up deals with a smile and a no-look pass while she works on her image. The game didn't wait and went on.
Caitlin Clark. This was posted by Yahoo Sports. Ice Cube said Big Three doesn't have $5 million for Angel Reese like it did for Caitlin Clark. This is what Ice Cube had to say. This is directly from Cube himself.
The game just stopped giving a damn. That Big Three deal didn't apply to Angel Reese. It wasn't due to talent, let's face it. The league didn't want the mayhem, which is why. After examining the brand, the figures, and the headlines, Ice Cube declared, "Nope, Caitlin Clark has been out there proving that you don't need beef to be big." Loud disagreement is being killed by quiet consistency. The moment belonged to Reese. Despite being in the spotlight, she mistakenly believed that trending meant winning. Reese was clapping back and going viral for all the wrong reasons while Caitlin was stacking stats and closing agreements. That momentum has vanished. The brands abandoned them. She was not shaded by Ice Cube. He just took a business decision. Without production, there would be no profit. What comes next? Perhaps reinvention. However, let's face it, this is now a separation rather than a rivalry. As Reese watches the bids dwindle, Clark is signing multi-million-dollar sponsorship deals. This was never a private matter. It's only business. And as of right now, the company has advanced. Angel believed that she was the protagonist. She's not even in the next scene. Ice Cube merely reminded her. Here comes the crucial query. Was Angel Reese just outplayed or misinterpreted? The public opinion court is accessible. Click subscribe to join the discussion, as this story is far from